What brought you to Washington, D.C.?
Okay, I'm Jennifer, and I'm from the Seattle area. And what brought me was my daughter believing she was a boy, and her school socially transitioning her behind our backs. And I, through all of that, have come to realize that this is a common thing that is happening, not just in our country, but around the world. And it all leads to medicalization of children. All roads lead to puberty blockers, hormones, and surgeries that are irreversible. And it's unconscionable. This is happening. And I'm here to fight this, and I'm here to fight for women's spaces as well.
And these surgeries are irreversible, and they also cause sterility.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And these kids don't know what they're getting into. They have no clue. I mean, we're talking about young kids. First of all, some of them are 4 and 5.
4 and 5 years old.
Yeah, and they're
5 years old.
And their parents. I hate to put the blame on the parents. I don't think that's where the blame lies. The blame lies with the people who are making money from this, from all the surgeries and all the drugs.
And policy, because it's in the school systems. It's being taught in the public schools.
It's policy, and most parents don't even understand what the policies are. They have no clue this is happening until it happens to them, and then you know. Because everybody else just thinks, you're not a supportive parent. Well, we're all supportive. We all love our kids. Our kids are being taught that we don't love them. And they're being told to leave us for their glitter family, right? The ones who will hold a quote-unquote safe space for them, which is not a safe space. This is all predatorial. This is predatorial behavior. It's grooming. The teachers are grooming the kids. They're being taught to groom the kids.
They're the glitter family, and if your family is pushing you away, you can come and see me, and I will make you my family.
The people that your kids are watching on YouTube and that they're finding on all the social media, Tumblr, Snapchat, name them. These people that have a male body, but you just have to question, why is it? I think it starts with asking questions. Why is it that this group of adults wants to lure my child away from me and raising them in my home? I'm the legal parent. I'm the guardian. Clearly, who is best for this child is me, my message as a parent. What would be the motivations behind anybody wanting to sever or damage that relationship in any way?
Yes.
When it's a loving family.
I see it as the new, I have a puppy to show you, or I have some candy for you.
What is your name? Where are you from? And what brought you to Washington, D.C.?
My name's Kat. I live in the Midwest constantly. I'm very bothered by the medicalization of children. I also want to be clear that I'm not transphobic, and I'm not sensing any transphobia that's happening here. I think that is a misnomer, and that's really one of the things that got me here, was being called a bigot for the first time in my life. Like, I have always been a person that tries to listen to people, see people, recognize people. I urge people to follow the money and ask questions. And you're not doing anything wrong when you ask a question.
And how about you? Where are you from? And
My name is Annie.
Yeah.
I'm from the Boston area, and I've been fighting what I call the whole gender ideology, because that's what it is, all the way from what it's doing to women's rights and all the way down to the medicalization of children. How I got started was because 4 years ago, my daughter, who was married to a trans spouse, decided that my grandson, who was 7 at the time, was all of a sudden a girl. I tried to investigate, and she talked about him going on puberty blockers at the age of 9, and I was like, what are puberty blockers? And I started doing research, and I'm like, well, first of all, what kind of mother gets excited that a 7-year-old child might go on puberty blockers? That was like my first lightning bolt, red flag that said, what the heck? So I did all the research on the puberty blockers. I've talked to numerous endocrinologists. I run No Puberty Blockers for Children's Facebook and Twitter account. So I've been investigating this for years, and the harm and the promotion that the trans activists push on legislators that won't even open their eyes to the other side. The Democrats are totally blinded, and I have been a lifelong voter for Democrats.
Here.
Yeah, me too.
From the left.
Lifelong voter, and this is the first time that I did not vote. I did not vote for Biden because I saw this coming.
I didn't either.
I saw this coming. I don't like him. I don't like Kamala, and I'm from Massachusetts, where it's a blue state. I don't like any of my politicians there because they've all drank the Kool-Aid.
I am sitting with Lindsay from
California, San Jose, California.
and Isabella is also here.
I'm here from Texas.
Cool. So why did you ladies come to DC?
Well, women exist, and so do girls, and men can't become women, and women can't become men. It's not real. Biological sex is immutable, and women's rights, we gotta keep fighting for this shit, apparently, so here I am, fighting for it with other amazing women.
How about you, Isabella? Why are you here?
I came here to organize, I came here to connect with women, I came here to network, to show the world that we've had enough and that we're doing something about it.
And where are you from, Charlie Ray?
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. We had the strategy of whittling this down to its most basic, which is women deserve rights. And we wanted that to be nonpartisan because that's a simple message. It's a message anyone can understand. And I think it's really important that we did that. This is a basic idea. And you don't have to be an activist to know that sex is real and that changing the definition of sex alters policy. Gender is harmful. You think that it's for human rights and it actually eradicates human rights. The reason that we're all here is because we believe in human rights. It's just like 3 lines, 3 very simple messages.
Women are female.
Exactly. And they deserve rights on that basis. Like, that's it. You don't have to be in any activist group. You don't have to be a feminist. You don't have to be anything in particular to just know that basic fact about reality.
The picture that they've painted is that we're white supremacists, we're bigoted, we're like haggard and old witches.
Yeah.
Like, that's the image that's out there. And so I think more women coming forward, showing their faces with their full names, writing articles just to combat the excess of propaganda. Also documenting all the lunacy, because there's going to be a massive backtracking that happens.
One of the things I did a couple years ago that was pretty successful is that I would take pictures of trans activists and I would superimpose a quote that they'd said, like, sex isn't real, or like, lesbianism is bigoted, and just literally just put it on their face and really just hold them to account in the most simple way. Show what's happening, show that it's nonsense, and just
I was doing the
show the truth.
Human females, we want our sex-based rights. We are adult human females. We want our sex-based rights.